Let's discuss on cross section of exogenous tree. When tree is cut across the cross sectionally, so this is the features of the exogenous tree cross section. The centermost point we call it as pith. Pith is called innermost point of the innermost part of the tree. You can also see this is what the pith is. This is the central portion. This is the central portion, we call it as a pith. And these are the annular rings. These are the annular rings. These annular rings are formed every year annually, and the number of annular rings, this count gives the age of the tree. The annular rings, number of annular rings count gives the age of the tree, because these annular rings are formed every year during the growth of the tree. The innermost point, innermost part of the annular rings or innermost part of the tree surrounding the pith, we call it as heartwood. You can see this is the heartwood, this portion, the innermost point, part of the tree surrounding the heartwood, surrounding the pith, we call it as heartwood. And sapwood. What is this sapwood? The sapwood is the wood which is covering the outer portion of the tree. This we call it as sapwood. The sapwood will have moisture content. The hardwood is the portion which is very good and it can be used as a timber. Whereas the sapwood contains lot of moisture content and it cannot be used as a timber. You can see here, you can see the sapwood portion and the hardwood portion. And this portion is the hardwood which is dark in color, and this is the sapwood which is very light in color. And here in the sapwood, we can't use this sapwood for because it contains a lot of moisture. And next portion is the cambium layer. This is called as a cambium layer. And the layer which is between the bark of the tree and the sapwood, we call it as cambium layer. And this is light in color. And this cambium wood cannot be used as a timber. And next we have a bark. We have two portions of the bark. One is called inner bark, other one is outer bark. This is about the cross section of timber. One is pith. These are the annular rings surrounding the pith. The innermost portion we call it as hardwood. The outermost portion we call it as sapwood. We have cambium layer, inner bark and outer bark. This is the longitudinal section of the exogenous tree. So in the longitudinal section also you can see this portion we call it as pith, and surrounding the pith we have hardwood. Surrounding the hardwood we have sapwood, and this is the cambium layer. Some trees the cambium layer will be less, in some trees the cambium layer will be more. And this is the bark, the inner bark and outer bark. This is the bark of the tree, which gives the protection to the tree. Thank you.